Hi. Many a times I've wondered what is the secret behind great work and great achievement. All that hard work and dedication shown in the form of consistent efforts. So it's very clear that consistency is key, but where does consistency exist? Does it exist in fleeting motivation or does it exist in a forceful space? I don't think that's the case. There is something that binds all these consistent efforts, and that something is rhythm. That's what you call rhythm. In fact, rhythm is important and priority in most or many aspects in our life. And rhythm helps us to stay in zone for a particular period of time. It is something which we build by doing something regularly. So as you do something regularly and consistently, there is something that builds up, and that is a rhythm. For example, a salesman, if he wants to perform, if he's performing one after the other, like he's meeting all his targets, he's set to be in a zone. An Olympic medalist is reaping medals after medals. He is also set to be in a zone. So in order to stay in a zone for a period of time, rhythm is very important. I've heard this Malayalam writer who is no more, Lohita Das. He spoke in an interview regarding one of his movie scripts, that is, and one of his very famous movies called Kiridam, where he said that he wrote the script in 3 days, 3 consecutive days. And when I say 3 days, he probably didn't even eat, he didn't even take bath. So that means that he was actually in a zone. He even mentioned very interestingly that he felt that as if he wasn't writing. Someone else was writing through him. So you see, a rhythm is at different levels, at different magnitudes, for different extensions of time, actually. Now my point is that we as human beings come across various events in our life, and the first thing to break is this rhythm. And what happens is that we usually focus on what was broken with this intervention, or what caused it to break. So these are the two areas where we focus our attention. But I would say that the only thing that would help here is to actually focus on the rhythm that was built in our actions. First of all, identify that there was a rhythm involved. And you don't have to be bothered about how long you were able to hold on to this rhythm. I'll tell you the reason why. Because you imagine yourself as the mason and God is the architect of this magnificent building of life. So all that matters is actually how many times are you able to, or are you willing to build this rhythm from scratch? How many times are you able to or willing to lay one brick over the other and do this repeatedly? And even if it breaks at any point of time, are you willing to actually build it back from scratch? Because ultimately, again, you should remember that you're the mason, and all you need to do is keep building this rhythm, and the work will flow through you. And whose work is it that is flowing through you? That's someone else's work, and that work is a masterpiece. Always remember. Thank you.